Greetings and welcome back to the lesson. The chapter is Theories of Corporate Governance and Ethics. During our last lesson, we discussed the agency theory, where we explained the agency theory, then we discussed the benefits and the limitations of the agency theory. In our today's lesson, we shift our focus to another theory, which is known as the stewardship theory. Stewardship theory. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to explain the stewardship theory and also discuss the benefits and limitations of the stewardship theory. Now, the stewardship theory, candidates, is an alternative to the agency theory that focuses on the idea that managers and directors are not just agents for shareholders, but are also stewards of the company. The theory suggests that managers and directors have an inherent responsibility to act in the best interest of the company, rather than just maximizing shareholder value. And according to the stewardship theory, managers are motivated by a sense of ownership and responsibility towards the company and are therefore more likely to act in a socially responsible and ethical manner. And this motivation is said to come from a sense of pride in the company, the desire to build a legacy, and the desire to create a positive impact on the society. So the stewardship theory suggests that the role of board of directors is to provide guidance and oversight rather than to act as monitors of management. So the board of directors are seen as playing as a key role in shaping the values and culture of the company. So that is the stewardship theory. But the critics of the stewardship theory argue that this theory places too much faith in the managers and directors, and that it does not take into account the potential conflicts that may arise. Additionally, some argue that the theory does not provide clear guidance on how to address the conflicts between the interests of the shareholders on the one hand and the interest of the other stakeholders, like the management. So do you understand, candidates? Having understood in our previous lesson the agency theory, where we said that due to the divorce or separation between the management and the ownership, there is likelihood of conflict of interest that may arise, which we are calling the agency problem, where the management acts or focuses on their own interests at the expense of the interests of the owners of the company. In our today's lesson, you have seen that the stewardship theory as an alternative to the agency theory, and it focuses on the idea that managers are not just agents, but also stewards. Managers, we've said, have inherent responsibility to act in the best interest of the company. But we've seen that this theory can be criticized because it does not address the conflicts that arise between the management and the owners of the company. So, candidates, let's now focus on the benefits. Let's now study or outline the benefits of stewardship theory. benefits of stewardship theory. The first one is alignment of interest. Alignment of interest. Interest alignment. Alignment of interest. Now, the stewardship theory emphasizes the alignment of interest between managers and shareholders, focusing on the long-term success and sustainability of the company. And such alignment can lead to greater trust and cooperation between the owners and the management. Interest alignment. 2, long-term orientation. Long-term orientation. Stewardship theory encourages managers to adopt a long-term perspective in decision making, prioritizing strategies and actions that contribute to the organization's long-term success rather than short-term success. Long-term orientation. 3, managerial discretion. Managerial discretion. Now, stewardship theory acknowledges that managers have the expertise and the motivation to act in the best interest of the shareholders. And this allows managers greater discretion in decision making, fostering innovation, and also adaptation to changing market conditions. Managerial discretion. 4, corporate culture. Corporate culture. Stewardship theory promotes the development of corporate culture that is based on trust. Corporate culture that is based on trust, that is based on accountability and integrity. So when managers are viewed as stewards of the organization's resources, they are more likely to prioritize ethical behavior and responsible corporate governance. It enhances corporate culture of trust. Corporate culture, the culture of trust. 5, there is a benefit in relation to risk management. Risk management. Stewardship theory encourages managers to take a proactive approach to risk management, considering the long-term implications of their decisions. And these decisions could be the decisions for the shareholders and the decisions in relation to other stakeholders. And that can help mitigate risks and enhance organizational resilience. Risk management. So these are 5 benefits. We're now going to outline the challenges of the stewardship theory. Now, the first challenge is in relation to the principal-agent conflict. Principal-agent conflict. Principal-agent conflict. The problem. The agency problem. Now, despite the emphasis on alignment of interests, conflicts between managers and shareholders may still arise, particularly when the interests diverge, because managers may prioritize their own interests over those of shareholders, leading to agency problems. 2, short-term pressures. Short-term pressures. Now, managers may face pressure to focus on short-term financial performance at the expense of long-term value creation. And this pressure can lead to decisions that prioritize immediate gains over organizations' long-term interests. That is a problem. That is a challenge. Number 3, managerial overconfidence. Managerial overconfidence is a problem. Managerial overconfidence. Now, the stewardship theory assumes that managers act in the best interest of shareholders, but managers may sometimes be overconfident in their abilities or pursue their own agendas, leading to suboptimal decisions. Leading to suboptimal decisions. 4, lack of accountability. Lack of accountability is also yet another challenge that is associated with stewardship theory. Giving managers greater responsibility or discretion in decision making may reduce accountability if managers are not held accountable or are not held responsible for their actions. And that can create challenges in monitoring and evaluating managerial performance. 5, resource constraints. Constraints on resources. Stewardship theory may not adequately address resource constraints or external pressures that limit managers' ability to act as effective stewards. And managers may face challenges in balancing the interests of multiple stakeholders and also meeting conflicting interests or meeting conflicting demands. 6 is cultural and structural challenges. Cultural and structural challenges or barriers. Cultural and structural barriers. Implementing stewardship theory may require significant cultural and structural changes, which can be difficult to achieve, especially in a large established firms with entrenched practices and processes. So these are challenges. The last one here is cultural and structural barriers. And that brings this lesson to an end, where we discussed the stewardship theory. And in summary, we can say that while the stewardship theory offers several benefits which you have outlined here on the board, including alignment of interests, long-term orientation, managerial discretion, corporate culture, and risk management, it also presents challenges related to principal-agent conflict, challenges related to short-term pressures, managerial overconfidence, lack of accountability, resource constraints, and also cultural and structural barriers. And by addressing these challenges, candidates, and fostering a culture of stewardship, the organization can realize the potential benefits of stewardship theory in corporate governance. As we close, here is today's assignment. Discuss the benefits and challenges of stewardship theory in corporate governance. Thank you for attending the lesson. In our next session, we'll continue to study the other theories in corporate governance. Bye-bye.